Hey, I hope you're having an incredible day. In today's video, I'm going to be going through Vapi SIP trunking. And the reason I'm making this video is simply because there's very little documentation. There's no videos on Vapi SIP trunking. And it's pretty crucial for a lot of businesses. And the main reasons is really some countries don't even support either Twilio or Vonage. So it's essential that you connect via a SIP trunk. Or, the second reason, and what one of my clients is issues that they're facing is that they're running an outbound campaign, but there's no caller ID being displayed. And so by setting up an SIP trunk, you are able to display caller IDs for outbound calls. So by the end of this video, we're going to cover what is SIP trunking exactly. I'm going to show you a couple different examples. I'm going to explain why set up SIP trunking for Vapi, why it's important, and then we're going to go through step by step on how you can set up outbound SIP trunk within Vapi. I'm going to be providing you with a blueprint that is going to be linked down below, so you can just download, follow along, and set it up at the exact same time that I'm doing it, as well as the developer guides that are provided by the Vapi senior software developer, and step-by-step instructions that I've created that helped me a lot when I built this, because I struggled a lot with it and I want to make it so that you don't have to, and make it very simple for you to follow. So what is SIP trunking? Well, I'm going to use this analogy. So think of phone calls like sending water through pipes. Back in the day, every phone call needed its own separate pipe to connect you to the person you were calling. If you wanted to make a lot of calls at once, you'd need a ton of pipes, and that got expensive and complicated fast. Now, the modern solution is, instead of needing a separate pipe for every call, there's one big pipe, which is a trunk, connected to a huge network. Now, this big pipe doesn't just handle one call at a time, like the old school phone lines, but instead it can carry lots of calls at once and send them wherever they need to go. This is what SIP trunking does, but instead of water, it uses the internet to carry your voice calls. So how does it work exactly? So VoIP, or voice over internet protocol technology, which you might have heard of, it turns your voice into data that flows through this internet pipe. And the result was faster, cheaper, and more efficient calls compared to the old school phone lines. What does SIP stand for? SIP stands for Session Initiation Protocol. It's really just a fancy term for a set of rules that let devices like phones or your AI voice agents talk to each other over the internet. In simple terms, SIP is what makes it possible to send your voice over the internet instead of old school phone lines. So now we're just going to put it all together. SIP trunking means using the internet to make and manage phone calls. And here's how it works in 2 simple steps. SIP, think of SIP as the map that's telling your internet where to send your voice. It's a set of rules. And trunk is like the big main pipe that carries all your calls at once. So now, why SIP trunking for Vapi in the first place? Well, I mentioned it a bit in this video, but the 2 key reasons that I've seen is unsupported providers. So there's a guy in my community right now who is in Turkey, and Twilio and Vonage are not available in Turkey. And as a result, he had to set up inbound SIP trunking. That way he could connect it to his local provider and take that local provider and connect it to Vapi. And then the other one, for me personally, in Canada has really strict regulations around setting up any sort of call. And so if I were to use Twilio, I would not be able to display caller ID. And so in order to set that up, I had to use a local telephony provider within Canada where displaying caller ID is possible. And using SIP trunk, it lets you meet those requirements seamlessly. So now that you understand, what is SIP trunking, why set up SIP trunking, we're going to go into a live example of how to set up outbound SIP trunk. Now, this is available in the community and it's 3 simple steps. We're going to be going into each one, but you can just download this blueprint, follow along. And then I've also created 2 documents. So this is for creating an outbound SIP trunk. And you can see here, we need to create the credential. So we're creating that connection, that SIP trunk connection and the credentials. Then we need to assign the number or the numbers to that specific trunk. And then we'll be placing the call at the end to test to make sure that this actually works. And those are the exact steps that you can see right here. So you can just copy these codes, bring them in, or I've already gone and preloaded them in here for you. And if you're doing it with Twilio, there's also the Twilio documentation that's provided from the Vapi software developers, so you can follow this guide as well. And so the first thing before you start any of this is you need to find your local telephony provider or a telephony provider that supports SIP trunking in the first place. So speak to them. And what I had to provide were these two Vapi IPs. So these are the IP addresses that are static that you need to provide to your SIP provider so that they can plug it into their settings in order to direct the traffic of your call. These are essentially the gateways, and we need to make sure that they're pointed to the correct gateways. So in my case, I provided these two IP gateways to my SIP provider, and they were able to make that connection. Now, first and foremost, you want to be pointing it to this specific URL. So the first thing first is that we have to make a credential, and you're going to use the post method. You'll have in these two headers. Here, you're going to paste in your API key, your private API key from Vapi. And so to get that, you just hop into your dashboard. I'm going to move my head a little so you can see. And then once you're signed in, you can just hit API key right here and just go ahead and copy that ID. And then you're just going to paste that in right here. After that, you need this request content. So this provider name needs to be BYO SIP trunk. This is the one thing that you can't change. And then the name, you could set it to whatever your trunk name is. So my usual protocol is just company name SIP trunk, and that works. And then your gateways, these are the IPs that you're going to need to obtain from your provider. So essentially, your provider is directing traffic to Vapi's whitelisted IPs that are static, and then they have their own set of IPs that they're going to provide to you, and you're going to point your traffic towards those IPs. And by doing so, right, whether they have one, whether they have multiple, in my case, they had multiple, you would just put in the two provider IPs right here. You can go ahead, hit parse response, hit OK. And once you've done that, you can right click, hit run this module only. Now, because I've already done this, if I hit run this module only, it's actually not going to work for me because you can only create one SIP trunk pointing to those IPs with the correct trunk name. So because I've already done that, the only thing that it's going to output is a specific credential ID. And you're going to need that for step 2, which is now that you have your credential, you need to assign numbers to this specific trunk. So you'll have some numbers that are registered with your carrier. You need to take that number and now you change the URL. So the URL is going to become phone number. And we're essentially creating these phone numbers and we're creating them within Vapi so that if you were to come in to these phone numbers, right, you see right here how there's a demo phone number ID. You need that in order to place outbound calls. You can just go ahead and copy that, right? Right now, you don't see anything because there hasn't been any phone numbers that have been imported via SIP trunk. So same thing, you're going to paste in your API key here. And then in the request content, the provider will stay the same. So this is bring your own phone number. The name, you can set it to whatever you want, right? So if I wanted to do mine, it would be something like target dial, UIO, SIP trunk. And if you had multiple numbers, I might name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you are going to want to put in your provider phone number. So put in the number that was supplied to you with the area code from your provider. And then lastly, you need to have the credential ID. So in the previous step, there's going to be a 1 right above. You could click that. You're going to get in the data right here. This will drop down. And you'll see one field called credential ID. So paste in that credential ID right here. And then you're going to go ahead, right click, and same thing, you're going to run this module only. And what that's going to do after you've ran that module is if everything works correctly, you should see this number now appear here. It's going to show that it's registered within your Vapi and you're going to have access to this phone number ID. Lastly, it's the best part, which is actually seeing if this works. So now it comes down to placing that call. So this, you're just sending it to the Vapi phone call endpoint. Same thing, paste in your API key right here. And then this is the request that you're going to need. So the assistant ID is going to be one of your assistants here. You can go ahead and copy that, drop it in right here. The customer number, this is the number that you want to call. So if you wanted to test it out, put in your number right here and see if it's working. And then the phone number ID is going to be that newly created phone number right here. And that's pretty much it. Once you've entered all that information, you should be able to right click, run this module only. And if everything is working according to plan, You'll get a phone call within a few seconds, and that's it. It's really that easy. So if you did get value out of this video, I would appreciate a subscribe. It's free, helps support the channel, and allows me to continue making videos like this for you. And if you're looking for access to some other starter voice agents, got some really great blueprints in here, and we are 227 members strong and growing. There's a lot of really great talent in here, and I would love to see you join as I continue to grow this community and make it the best that it possibly can be. And with that being said, I hope you have an incredible rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.